আদাব শুভেচ্ছা এবং স্বাগত রেইনবো এডুটুবার চ্যানেল থেকে। বরাবর মতো আজকেও আমি আপনাদের রেইনবো ক্যাপ্টেন ওমর মল্লিক হাজির হলাম। তবে আজকের যে টপিকটি সেটা হচ্ছে যে বাংলাদেশি ছাত্রছাত্রী কিভাবে আন্তর্জাতিক ঋণ সহায়তায় কোন সব ইউনিভার্সিটিতে অ্যারোনা ইন্টারন্যাশনালের মাধ্যমে যেতে পারবে সেটারই একটি ওয়েবিনার 2022 গতকাল অনুষ্ঠিত হয়েছে। সেটার সারমর্মগুলো আজকে আমরা এই ভিডিওতে চিত্রায়ন করব এবং আপনারা সেগুলো দেখার পর বুঝতে পারবেন যে এমপাওয়ার ফাইন্যান্সিং যে সর্ববৃহৎ বলা হয় এবং এমপাওয়ার ফাইন্যান্সিং এর মাধ্যমে যে কোন ধরনের সব ঋণ সহায়তা এবং সেটার সীমাবদ্ধতা, সেটার সুবিধা অসুবিধা এবং বাকি বিস্তারিত সবই জানতে পারবেন। তো আশা করি আপনারা সবাই ধৈর্য সহ দেখবেন, উপভোগ করবেন এবং পাশাপাশি আপনাদের নিকটতম যারা সার্কেল আছে তাদেরকে বলবেন, উৎসাহিত করবেন যারা সুবিধা বঞ্চিত তারা জানি আন্তর্জাতিক ঋণ সহায়তা নিয়ে দেশের বাইরে তাদের স্বপ্নের যে গন্তব্য সেখানে নিজেদেরকে নিয়ে যেতে পারে, পড়তে পারে এবং উচ্চশিক্ষা লাভ করতে পারে। সেই সব কারণেই আজকের মূল যে ওয়েবিনারটি আমাদের এই ভিডিওর সাথে কানেক্ট করা হলো এবং আপনারা এখান থেকে অনেক অজানা তথ্য সব জানতে পারবেন। তো আনটিল দেন এতটুকুই বলবো যে রেইনবো এডুটুবার চ্যানেল থেকে বরাবরই আমরা সম্প্রচার করে আসছি এবং আমরা বাংলাদেশের মানচিত্রটাকে উঁচুভাবে ধরার জন্য সবসময় আমাদের প্রচেষ্টা থাকছে। যেমন আমরা ব্রডকাস্টিং, ক্যাম্পেইন, কালচার, হেরিটেজ, ওভারঅল এডুকেশন এবং সামাজিক অনেক বিষয় নিয়ে কথা বলে যাচ্ছি এবং সেই সব বিষয়গুলো বাংলাদেশের সমাজ এবং আন্তর্জাতিক বিষয় ক্ষেত্রে, প্রেক্ষাপটে, পরিপ্রেক্ষিত ক্ষেত্রে সব ক্ষেত্রেই যে মানুষের জন্য উপকার হয় এবং সঠিক তথ্য, দিক নির্দেশনা এবং অ্যাবসোলিউট কারেক্ট ইনফরমেশন এন্ড ডিরেকশনগুলো আমরা দেবার চেষ্টা করছি। ভালো লাগলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করবেন, পাশে থাকবেন এবং কমেন্ট অবশ্যই দিতে ভুলবেন না ইনবক্সে। যদি কোনো ধরনের নিজস্ব মতামত থাকে সেটিও দেবেন। আমরা চেষ্টা করব যে ভালোভাবে সেগুলো তুলে ধরার জন্য এবং আমাদের পাশে থাকার জন্য অনেক অনেক আন্তরিক ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। সো আনটিল দেন এনজয় দ্য প্রোগ্রাম and let's go. Arona International detail and share with the students so that the enlisted university can be joined for the Mpower loan for the student. Go ahead, please.
Hello everyone, this is Tasmia, Senior Counselor and General Manager from Arona International. Can you please confirm if you guys can hear me? So today we are showing you the presentation, which includes our signature universities of Arona International that we work with. So first we have Adelphi University. Adelphi University is enlisted under Mpower Financing. It's a university which is based on Garden City, New York, and it also has a learning hub in Manhattan. And then after that, Adelphi is one of our signature universities. After that, we have University of the Pacific. University of the Pacific is in California, and it also offers loan support from, it's also entered under Mpower. After that, we have Auburn University, which is a great university. It is located in Auburn, Alabama, and it is also enlisted under Mpower. It has a wide range of degrees, postgraduate degrees and also undergraduate degrees, and it's a public university, which is a very good university. Then we have University of Dayton, which is a very good university for particularly engineering and also for master's STEM programs. Also, I would like to mention one thing. All of our signature universities which we are showing today, all of them are providing STEM programs. STEM programs is a very important part for your future. It will flourish your career, and it will help you to move forward with your future in USA. After that, we have Gonzaga University. Gonzaga University is another amazing university. And then you can also avail Mpower loans in Gonzaga. After that, we have University of Illinois, Chicago, which is a very amazing university. It's in Illinois. The downtown Chicago area is amazing. It's the third largest city in US. So these are the universities we are currently working with. These universities are very amazing in terms of STEM programs, in terms of applying university campus, and everything actually. And these universities are the registered universities under Mpower Financing. Currently, we're focusing in Adelphi University, which in Garden City, New York. A lot of our applicants are already in the pipeline, and they have applied in Adelphi University and also in University of Pacific, Auburn University. So a lot of you guys are aware of the fact that we are offering you a wide range of universities under Mpower. So you have all seen the presentations today and everything. So that is all from me.
Dear students, এতক্ষণ তোমরা সব যা শুনতে পেলে সেগুলো ভর্তি প্রক্রিয়া কেন্দ্রিক এবং অ্যারোনা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল থেকে যেসব ছাত্রছাত্রীরা এমপাওয়ার ফাইন্যান্সের মাধ্যমে যেতে চায় সেই সব উচ্চশিক্ষা লাভ করার জন্য মূলত যা যা ইউনিভার্সিটিগুলো আমাদের সাথে আছে সেটারই একটি ছোট্ট সামারি আমাদের তাসমিয়া আপনাদের মাঝে প্রেজেন্ট করলো। পাশাপাশি এখন এমপাওয়ার ফাইন্যান্সিং এর দুইজন অফিশিয়াল যারা একদম সরাসরি ওয়েবিনারে এমপাওয়ার ফাইন্যান্সিংটা কিভাবে হয়, তারা কি করছে, কিভাবে ঋণটা অবলম্বন করা যায়, রেট অফ ইন্টারেস্ট কত বছরের জন্য, সবকিছুই এখন এই ওয়েবিনারে দেয়া হবে। আপনারা পুরো বিষয়টা মনোযোগ দিয়ে দেখুন, শুনুন এবং বোঝার চেষ্টা করুন। Until then, আবার আমি ফিরে আসবো। Let's go for it.
We understand the two students' potential and offer them financial assistance. As you can see here, right, that we are the number one when it comes to the students lending education loan in North America. We have processed more than $2 billion worth loan applications to date. We are offering loans for the students who wants to come to US and Canada for their studies. We have partnered with more than 375 universities, and you would be happy to know that most of the top universities in the US, they are our partners. It would be rare that if you want to apply to an university in US, they don't fall under our kitty or not in our portfolio. And we don't say this, but you know, the mammoths and the authorities of financial domain, they have come up with accolades and acknowledgement. US News, which is one of the biggest and the highly respected channel in US, have awarded us with the best student loan for the international students. Nud Wallet, which is in a very prestigious financial wallet and credit rating system in US, have awarded Mpower Financing as the best students loan provider for the year 2019. And not only that, we do have fantastic and fabulous Trustpilot score, which is more than 4.5, which talks a lot about our servicing and the way we take care of our students. So here we go. We offer our loans to students who are just 2 years of their graduation, right? Either they are graduates or they are just 2 years away from their graduation, right? We apply, like they can apply, and we accept them if they are applying for one of these 375 partner universities in North America and Canada, right? So feel free and explore the universities list from our website. Now you would ask me what exactly you know, differentiates Mpower from the rest of the lenders in the world. So number one, I hope you're aware that the Fed rates are going up. And recently we have seen the Fed rates have actually gone up by 25 basis points. In the coming years, it's going to go up by 6 more times. Now, with each and every particular hike, the students need to pay more and more EMIs because the rate of interest would go up. And that is when they opt for a variable rate of interest. But with Mpower, you don't have to worry about it. We have got that entire risk covered for you because we offer a fixed rate of interest to you for the entire tenure of loan. That means from the day one, you are very sure and you are absolutely clear of what EMIs or the repayments that you are going to make to Mpower. We offer you a very comfortable 10 years loan term, which covers a maximum limit of $100,000. That means with $100,000, you can cover your tuition fees, your housing meals, and other school expenses, which have been being listed on your university's website. Unlike other banks, we don't charge you for pre-closures of loans. That means we don't charge you prepayment penalties for foreclosures. And your payment would begin just after 45 days of the disbursement. That is, you need to pay only the interest fees. Now, we do understand that there are a lot of students who would find it difficult to pay or start their repayments right after starting their education. So we do have flexible payment options as well, which we call as credit building payment options, wherein any student can seek forbearance for 6 months, 12 months, 15 months, and even for 24 months. So you can start your repayment if you really get stuck somewhere. You can start your repayment after 6 months or 12 months, and you can focus on your education, right? So there are pros and cons of that. We do encourage the students to start their payments right from kickstarting their first semester itself, because it helps you in many ways, which I'm going to explain it to you in just a couple of minutes. So let's come to what we offer beyond the loans. Number one, we not only offer loans to STEM and business related students, but our loans are open for all the degrees. The only thing that we need to ensure is that you come up with good English proficiency test scores, and you are going for an education or a course which will get you a fantastic job. Number two, we offer you with visa support letters, which will help you to get I-20 from your school and also would be beneficial during your visa interviews. Number three, we directly disburse all your payments to your education institution, that is to your university. Why? Because we don't want you to incur any forex charges or forex hassles. So we directly pay to your universities and we let you to only focus on studies and do your job. That's about it. Now, another thing which I would love to stress and would like to share with you is Mpower is the only organization in Bangladesh which help you to build US credit history. Now you would ask me, what is US credit history? US credit history is a score or a credit rating which you get when you start your repayments with to Mpower. Now, whenever you go to US, in order to settle there and sustain your life, you need to rent a home, you need to rent a car, or even to sit and appear for an interview. You will come across a lot of company which will ask you to submit your credit score. And this is where Mpower comes for your rescue. We help build your US credit history, and it becomes much stronger with Mpower. Over and beyond, we understand that we can only be successful when you are successful. And that's why we offer you absolutely free of cost, complimentary, a program called Path to Success. In this particular program, we help you review your resume. We help you to connect with your alumni. We help you and guide you, and we mentor you for your career progress. Right? And we help you to get placed in a way. We help you to get access of the resources which are required to get a job. Right? So we do help you in mentoring, and this comes absolutely free with the Path to Success program. Very quickly, let's understand the salient features of our product. So you're getting a fixed rate of interest. That means you don't have to worry about the Fed rates or the LIBOR rates going up for the entire tenure of the loan, right? You're not taking that particular risk. Number two, we're not asking for any cosigner or a collateral from you. We trust you and we trust your talent. Number three, the process is completely and fully online. You don't have to really run helter and skelter to get your loan application filled in or get a go ahead from us. It's completely online, it's transparent, and you would be able to track it with absolutely at your fingertips. Next, we offer you with free support letter. We cover all the degrees, and essentially we have more than 375 universities under your portfolio for your help and for your fulfilling your aspirations and dreams. So you might ask us why and on what basis we feel that fixed rate is better than the variable rate. Now here's an example. If you can look into this particular slide, which is very, very important for you, right? So when you offer a fixed rate of interest, say for an example, 8.49%, vis-a-vis scenario 1 and scenario 2 with variable rate, as you can see, with even a minuscule change and an increment of the variable rate of interest, you would end up paying approximately 14 to 15% as simple interest on your loan. Vis-a-vis, if you see us, that is, the fixed rate would always remain fixed and it will not change with either the uncertainty of the market or whatever takes place during the entire tenure of the loan. So you would be able to mitigate the risk to a great extent. So absolutely, the decision is yours. Whether you really want to go for a fixed rate or a variable rate, the choice is yours. As I mentioned to you earlier, we get lovely pilot scores and reviews on our website for our services, for our amazing customer relationship managers' dedication towards each and every particular student. So if you come and visit our website, you will find this Trustpilot scores and amazing testimonials from our customers. Now here's the big deal, right? So we are offering the lowest ever interest rate for Bangladeshi students this year. And this is now or never. If you are ready and if you really want to achieve success and want to fulfill your aspirations, go and just grab the 2% interest rate discount that we are offering to our students at the moment. As you're coming through Arona International, unlike other students, which essentially they used to get 11.99, you are going to get a 2% flat rate of discount, which would essentially become 9.99% from 11.99. You would further get 1.5% discount from us when you attach your bank account for an auto pay in your college. Then when you pay simple interest for 6 consecutive months, we again offer you with 0.5% of discount. And then when you graduate and you share with us your offer, job offer, we again offer you with 0.5%. So that means with auto pay 0.5%, with 6 consecutive interest payments 0.5%, and submit your job offer proof 0.5%. 0.5, 0.5, and 0.5 would lead you to 1.5% discount straight away. That means it's a huge thing. You end up getting a flat interest rate post discounts of 8.4% fixed for the entire tenure of the loan, which is absolutely collateral free, co-signer free. We do have an origination fee, which is only and only charged on the amount that we disburse to the students, and that's only on the principal amount, right, that we have disbursed to the universities, and that's only 5%. So effectively, if you see that at the entire period of your loan tenure, you're going to repay the loan at the rate of 9.56%. That means the interest rate fixed would always be 8.49. And in which ways you can pay off the origination fee at any point in time, because we don't charge any, we don't penalize you for foreclosures or paying, coming up with balloon payments. For undergraduates, again, from 13.99%, it becomes flat 2% discount, that is 11.99. Again, they get 1.5% as discount, and effectively they end up paying the loan at the rate of 8.49% for the entire tenure of the loan. And the origination fee is 5%, hence the APR would essentially become 11.59%. This is something has never ever happened at Mpower, and this is for the first time, and we are all go ahead and grab it, because only and only 3 days are left for this particular promotion to end. How much do you really save? If you do the calculations, roughly you would be able to save over $6,000 by availing this particular discounts and staying disciplined while paying back the simple interest month on month. Now, how can a student apply on Mpower? It's very simple. You're already in touch with Arona International. They are our most trusted partner, and they have helped a lot of students get the loan and help them in their admissions across US and Canada. Reach out to them, right, and they will take care of the application process well. It's a simple step of coming on to Mpower using a UTM link, which they would essentially give you. Using that particular link will ensure that you get a proper service from us and from Arona International both, right? Second, you need to be within 2 years of your graduation, and you should be seeking or pursuing a degree seeking program and not a diploma, right? And hey, so we are a super tech company, and as you could see here on this particular slide, the application process is as simple as it could be. It's 30 seconds, 30 minutes, and 3 days. That means check your eligibility within 30 seconds. It would just take 30 seconds to check your eligibility on our web page. We would need some information, your normal, regular information. That would take approximately 30 minutes to fill in. And Within 3 days, we are going to come back and say whether you're eligible or not. Now, it can't just get better than this, isn't it? Within 3 days, you are absolutely aware of where do you stand with respect to your loan. So grab this golden chance. The promotion of this 2% flat interest discount is ending on 31st of March, this particular month. So do not wait, go and just apply and complete your application. For any queries, Arona International and Mpower will always be there, and we are just a call away from you. We look forward to helping you and fulfilling your dreams. And just remember that you are funding your own dreams, and you are not letting your relatives or your parents to get into debt in fulfilling your dreams. So the success that you would test thereafter would be much sweeter. Thank you so much. And I would love to open this particular floor for question and answers if you have any. Thanks a lot.
Hi, Sapir.
Hi.
Great session, and we have some really good questions coming in. So yeah,
Thank you so much, Mr. Supriya Chaudhary, for your deliberation of the speech regarding Mpower and the introduction, particularly for the loan matter and about the interest. There are students here. They will give. They are actually looking for many questions. So the students kindly go for the questions, and after that, once your question finish about the loan, we will go for the admission matter, and Arona International will give you a presentation as well. By our General Manager Tasmia and Counselor Manager Sanjari as well. So go ahead. What are the questions you wanted to ask Mr. Supriya and Mr. Yogesh? There more specific concern to reply you. Yes, please.
Yogesh, would you like to throw the questions?
Yes,
and
yes.
I can
so
help
we have a burning question, which is if the student will be able to take leverage of this lower interest rate after 31st of March. And one person also wanted to know more about the 5% origination and how it works.
So I'm sorry, I'm afraid. So when it ends, it ends. So this particular interest rate is very, very special. It's very special, right? And if you really want to, believe you me, if you want to access and get the benefit of this particular interest rate, the only thing that you need to do is just go take the UTM link, that is the application link from Arona International, spend only 30 minutes filling in your details, and that's about it. We're not asking you to complete your entire documentation within 31st of March. That's not the ask. What we are asking you is go there, fill in your details, your basic information, your name, your phone number, your email ID, your education qualification, your financial status, your previous work experience, right? And that's about it, right? The universities where you would like to study, right? And that's about it. It's gonna take only 20 minutes, right? So spend 20 minutes and you would get a chance to avail this particular benefit. Yep.
There is a question from one student that what is the tenor period for the loan? Most probably, Mr. Yogesh, this is the question. Can you answer? Mr. Abul Bashar, student, asked maximum repay period for the loan.
Yes. So, Abul, the maximum repayment period is 10 years for the principal payment. So the total duration of the loan can be counted as the course period and the 6 months after that, which is considered as the moratorium period. And in this moratorium period, you are only required to make simple interest payments. After this, you start with your principal repayment amount, which is the amalgamation of the principal amount as well as the interest rate. So you start with the principal repayment 6 months after the education is done, and that goes on for the next 10 years.
There's another question from Farjana Islam. What if I don't get the offer letter within 31st March? Can I get the loan with discount?
Definitely, yes. You don't have to really worry about the offer letter. The only thing that you need to not worry, but you should look forward to is just complete the application. Submit the application. Offer letter would come on your way in its, absolutely thereafter, right? If you're eligible, right, our underwriting team will vet your application, right? And our relationship manager is going to handhold your application, right? Would handhold you and would ensure that you get the best of the service from our organization. So offer letter is something which definitely should be there and should come to the deserving candidates for sure.
There is a question from Belal Hussain, a student. If I got rejected by the visa officer, what I will do with the loan that already issued for me? This is an important question for all the students. They would like to know. So could you please clear question?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a brilliant question. That's a brilliant question. Now, I believe all of you would appreciate the fact that Mpower, we don't charge a single penny till the time we disburse your amount to your university. There is no concept of processing fee at our end. We don't charge any particular amount to process your application. What we charge is when you get your admission, you go to US, you start your journey, and we disburse the first tranche to your university. That's when your simple interest would start in. Second, for visa application, it is very, very important to have I-20, and you would essentially get an I-20 when you get a visa support letter from Mpower that is supporting that you have been covered, like you have got your all expenses covered, right? So that's where Mpower comes into play. And we don't charge, by the way, to issue your visa support letter as well, right? So you get the visa support letter completely free of cost from us. You take the I-20 from your school and you go with full confidence and you meet your visa officer. Why he should deny a visa to you, right? If all your documents are absolutely in place. Yep, thank you.
There is a question from our existing student, Ananya Das Antu. He already got admission in Adelphi University for the fall session. He had a question he raised. What if there is a situation like Corona or war in Russia, which may impact the job market? We don't get jobs and can't repay. This is one question he asked. Would you please repeat the payment procedure with an example? That is second question this existing student asked to Mr. and Yogesh.
Yogesh, would you like to answer this?
Shall I repeat the question?
No, I think we have got it.
We have got the question.
We have got the question.
So, Anedas, I think that's the right pronunciation of the name. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
Anedas.
Yeah. In case you face any difficulty in repaying the loan because of maybe job market or maybe because of some distressful time, you can also you can reach out to our servicing team to understand the options that you have. So we have some partial payment option where you can maybe come to a minimum payment option. You can start making those payments and carry on with regular payments of those minimum tranches and figure out a job for yourself. And once you get a job, you can then start the repayment again. You will, however, be charged interest on the accrued amount or on the amount which get missed. But it's one of the options that you can take into consideration. In case you are not able to make those minimum payments as well, we have some no payment option as well, which you can take leverage of in these kind of situation and figure out a job for yourself. So our approach is very friendly with the students. We want to support you. We understand that there can be challenges in these respective scenarios, and you can actually take on these options to figure out your payments. So this is like something which happened in 2020 as well, when Corona hit, and a lot of our borrowers faced difficulty in making payments. They were able to make use of these options and carry on with the payment options. Second question is regarding the payment procedure. So it's not wise to show the payment procedure over here. What you can do is you can just go to mpowerfinancing.com and go to get a loan option. You will be able to see a loan calculator over there, and you can put in the disbursement amount over there to see what are your in-school payments and what are your post-school principal repayment. So that will give you a clear view of how much payment you have to make while being in school and after that as well.
Just a suggestion to
There is
just a suggestion for all the students and the candidates here. Never ever think that that it's good to not disclose the funds that you have. That means when it comes to your application, please disclose all the funds and all the resources that you have, be it your funds, be it your parents' funds or your relatives or your brothers, sisters. We are not essentially going to chase or we need those funds, right? By the way, what is going to help you is your candidature going to be much stronger if you disclose all the funding sources that you have, right? So just a food for thought for all of you guys. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Omar.
Yeah, there are many other questions just underlying here. Madhubi Pramanik, she asked, can I get loan for studying in Canada from the first semester? I have heard that your organization do not give loan from the first semester. That exactly, that means she wanted to say first year, not instead of first semester.
So can I take that question?
Sure, please. Go ahead.
So Madhavi, in case you are going with the SDS visa process to Canada, you are required to make pre-visa disbursement to the university for your tuition fee as well as for your living expenses. We don't support that option. In case you're going with a non-SDS visa option, where you are not required to make any immediate payment before the visa is provided to you, you can very well support both years of education with Mpower.
There is a question from Turin. She just asked, is there any, can you please let us know the possibilities of early settlement of the loan, if we can do that in the future, early settlement?
Let me take this question. You're most welcome to settle your loans early as soon as possible. We encourage you. We would love you to foreclose the loans if possible. We don't charge a single penny as a penalty if you do that. You're most welcome to do that with Mpower.
Another question, Farzana Islam, is it necessary to apply for the loan within 2 years of graduation? If anyone wants it to apply after 2 years, is it applicable or not? Shall I repeat the question? Is it necessary to apply for the loan within 2 years of graduation? If anyone wants to apply after 2 years, is it applicable or not?
Yogesh, would you like to take this question?
Sorry, I didn't get this question.
Okay, let me repeat. Is it necessary to apply for the loan within 2 years of graduation? If anyone wants to apply after 2 years, is it applicable or not? This question actually I did not understand. Farzana Islam, what exactly she wanted to say? Could you answer, Mr. Yogesh?
So, Farzana, just to clear it out to you, so we support 2 years of education at Mpower. So let's say if you're applying for a fall 2022 admission session, your education should get completed by fall 2024. So we can support your 2 years of your degrees, and you can cover all the education related costs in there. It does not have to do anything about your previous education. It's just about the future program that you're going for. So we can cover 24 months of your education with this loan program. And if you are within that range, you can very well go ahead and start your application right now.
There's a question from Mustafizur Rahman Chaudhry Shohag. Is your visa support letter impact on getting visa? This is a very crucial one, and I think Mr. Supriyo, you should answer it. That visa support letter and its impact on getting visa.
So number one, the visa support letter is one of the very, very critical and important tool and resource that you should have. Until and unless you don't have a visa support letter, which essentially mentions that all your expenses are secured, have been covered by a financial institution, you won't essentially get a visa from the visa officer. So, and in fact, not only that, you even not get an I-20 from the school, because they would also essentially need that assurance and a guarantee from a financial institution, right? So visa support letter is the most crucial and important aspect which you need to tender and you need to show to your school and also to the visa officer.
There is a question from an anonymous attendee at first. Just let me find the question. She has asked about the origination fee. Let me find it out.
Would you like to add something on the visa support letter? Yeah.
Yes. So I think there was a previous question as well regarding if the loan is the right option to show in the visa embassies as a proof of fund. So I just wanted to answer to that as well. So when you're planning for your finances in the visa interview, I mean, loan is an option which is considered a very good option to show in your interviews. So first and foremost, if you have any scholarships, that should be the first priority which you should be showing. Second is the loan option, and third is the personal finances that you can show in the embassies. Plus, as an entity, because we are a US based entity, we are a known company in the US visa embassy offices. So our support letter or our sanction letter has never been rejected on the kind of funds that we offer to the student. So these are legitimate funds which are coming from a US entity and going to a university. So there are very little to no questions raised on the kind of funding that we are providing. But what you can do to improve your chances is, first of all, you should be showing the loan letter or a sanction letter. Plus, you should also be showing the personal finances in your bank account, just as a backup to improve your chances in the visa interviews.
There are many more questions, but since the time is short, so I'll just go fast. One anonymous attendee asked, do you offer loan for students studying in diploma and foundation?
No, we don't. We only support degree seeking programs. So we don't cover diploma or foundation courses.
There is another question asked by an anonymous attendee. Do you offer loans for students in Canada?
We do. We have about 27 to 28 universities where our loan is eligible. So you can check out that list on our website itself and figure out your options.
One anonymous attendee asked, one of your requirement was a funding of total 10 to 12 lakhs taka, which means in BDT, in US dollar, something around 15,000 USD in an average, 10 to 15,000 to get the loan. If I show you the FDR, fixed deposit, what will happen with the fund later on time? This is the question. I think Mr. Yogesh noted the question.
So in case you are using that fund to support your education, you should be doing that, going ahead into the program. In case you are eligible to be approved for a higher amount, we will give you a conditional offer to indicate that. And then you can choose an option to use the amount or the loan to cover the cost of education.
Fine. There are more questions coming up. Just 1 second. One question from Mustafizur Rahman Chaudhry Shohag. Is your loan support covered both tuition fees as well as
Yes.
accommodation cost.
Yes, very much. Right.
Jishan Muhammad, will we be charged extra if we fail to pay loan for 1 to 2 months due to anything like sickness or leave for coming back home holiday?
So let me answer this. It's a norm in each and every particular bank. Whenever you are asked to repay any particular amount, it is calculated basis of a simple interest. If you don't pay that particular amount, what happens that it gets accrued on the principal amount, and you pay at the end of the day the simple interest on that particular bigger amount that you have not really paid before, right? So it's a simple banking process. If you don't pay, essentially, you have to accrue interest on the unpaid amounts, and you have to settle it in the near future. Yeah.
Okay, fine. There is another question from Saida Arafat Nimni. She said, I wanted to apply for master degree in USA. So if I wanted to get a loan and use it for my first year education, is it possible? And are the services of Mpower only applicable if I get into one of your linked university? Which means she wanted to ask that whether with the enlistment university, I can avail the loan, or without enlistment cannot. So this is the question I think Mr. Yogesh.
Sure. Yep. So you can very much take a loan to fund your first year, but please ensure that you are fully covered for your second year as well, because you would need that to show and to to establish those facts in front of the visa officer and to the institute as well. Second, the second part of your question was that yes, we only offer loans to the universities which are linked and which are under our portfolio. That is to only our partner universities.
Well, there is one. There are a few other questions, but it's not relevant. But let me take the important question of an anonymous attendee. Does it mean that it is not essential to show students' bank statement to get I-20 and visa as Mpower supporting finance? So this is actually an admission matter related, because the university which is enlisted with Mpower, they look for the Mpower approval letter and issue the I-20, and then the identity is issued, and that is submitted to the embassy. So can you please answer this anonymous attendee?
Yeah, so for the I-20 process, in case you have got a visa support letter from Mpower, you can very well go ahead to the university and show that as a proof of fund, and you'll be able to get the I-20.
One question from Nafasa Azmin. Is there any university in Louisiana where I can apply by Mpower? I think this in this session the list we can't share, and Nafisa Azmin, you contact Arona International, and they will we will show you the list of the university where Louisiana, if we have, we'll let you know later part. You mentioned, Mr. Sukhya, can we get loan to pursue honors bachelor's degree from the beginning of the course, that is beginning of school?
So for bachelor's, as we mentioned, that we only fund the last 2 years of your graduation, right? If it is a master's degree, we definitely fund your entire 2 years or 1 year, whatever it's deemed fit. But for bachelor's, we only fund the last 2 years of your course and education.
I think Mr. Supriya and Mr. Yogesh, today the attendees were here almost 22. I noted more than 25 actually, and you have covered all your points. But if any specific question, they can contact Arona International, and we have, I think, 10 minutes left. So if we get the floor,
yep,
so that we can go ahead with the Arona International and the university that we have in our hand for the students, so that you can also.
You're most welcome.
Yeah,
you're most welcome, Mr. Omar. Just as a reminder, this promotional rate of discount, that is 2% flat rate of discount, is ending on the 31st of March. If you really want to save thousands and thousands of dollars, apply today. It
I
will
have
just
already
take 20
notified
minutes.
I have already notified to all the students. I have already 10 application in my hand. Tomorrow it will go through for the visa application, and we are actually waiting because our university had arrangement for the loan processing with the required documents, and that
And
was the reason.
one more important point. You don't need an admit letter or letter of acceptance from university to start your application or submit your application.
And
That
then
is
we
something
will,
which we can take care of later on, but you need to start your application and you need to complete and submit your application. That is more important.
next 3 days you will get at least 15 student application, which is with Tasmia and Sanjari and our office people. They will give it. Pursuant to Tasmia, I just wanted to mention, because of the time shortage and since we could join with Mpower with a joint webinar. So at this moment, I just wanted to mention to all the students that that Arona International is operating for last 10 years with pride, honor, and dignity. And that as the CEO of the organization, I myself in the profession of media and journalism for last 25 years. So by all that, we wanted to say that we actually now at this moment having 200 universities for admission, and most of them are enlisted with Mpower Finance. So students are cordially invited to contact Arona International for the admission procedure and about the loan details and everything. We will give you a customized information so that you can proceed very easily. And we have a success story in Bangladesh as well last year. So I believe from today onward, I expect more application. Right now we have 15 students and we are expecting more so that you can grab the opportunity for what Mr. Supriyo and Mr. Yogesh already informed about the discount and of the loan interest and everything. So until then, from our side, we are done. Any specific question by the student you can ask, because we're left with 3 minutes. Any specific question by the student? If not, then I'll pass over the room to Mr. Supriya and Mr. Yogesh for your concluding remark.
Omar, it would be really great if you can share the UTM link here in the chat box for the students who have joined this particular session today, so that they can access the link and they can start their application with us.
Say again, I just...
You can share the UTM link, the link or application here on the chat box before we end this session.
That is also already embedded in the website as well, so they can go from there as well. No problem.
Thank you so much, Mr. Omar, for arranging this splendid session. It's really amazing and such a pleasure to interact with highly meritorious and amazing professionals and students of Bangladesh. We know that they are intellectually very, very capable. The only help that they need is the finances, and we are there for them. Rest assured, we will always be there to fulfill your dreams and aspirations. So you can trust us and just go all out and fulfill your dreams.
Thank you so much for participating and making us your co-host for this webinar. And in the upcoming, we'll have more sessions with more students. Just wanted to convey a message to Bangladesh students that Mpower is a giant organization in USA, extending 190 countries loan and also keeping their role to the global network. So students of Bangladesh, this is a great opportunity for you all to have this education loan to support your loan to the future platform and build a good career. This will be my message. And to Mpower, I have my message that all the participants here are coming out from good profile, working professionals, having a good experience with proficiency certificate, because one thing I noticed, they did not ask about any question regarding proficiency, which is a prerequisite for the Mpower loan. But we already explained, our counselor, manager, and everybody, as per the training that you made, we already delivered it to the students so that they can understand well and go ahead with the procedure. And we mentioned them very clearly that 5 major things they must have before they should apply for the loan. 1, priority is number one is the admission from a recognized service enlisted top university or a moderate university that is enlisted with Mpower. Secondly, they must have working experience. Third, they must have proficiency certificate. Fourth, they must have financial banking transactional record in form of FDR, fixed deposit, so that the loan can be passed and can be assessed in a proper manner. And finally, they should be frequently traveler. Those informations they should have to pass the loan that we already conveyed. And we are always trying to have a social campaign as well for Mpower Financing. At the same time, we are redirecting all information necessarily for Bangladesh students to get them support to have this international student loan for US and Canada. That's it. And until then, we believe that Bangladeshi students should come up more and more, and Mpower through Arona International will be a good support for Bangladesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
everybody.
much. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Good evening.